when we look at the Voting Rights Act that is under attack, when we look at birthright citizenship, which is the 14th Amendment, what is the true motive for trying to water down or strip these amendments? What are we really trying to do? Like I began, it's always and always has been about race. Hey, good morning, folks. I just want to drop in and share a little bit of knowledge with you this morning. You know, I had someone pose the question to me, why is it always about race? And I said, well, you know, I'm glad you asked because I have an answer. As a matter of fact, I have several answers for you, but I'll try to keep it streamlined for this message. Look, this country was built on race, not necessarily because of the color of our skin or the skin of the Asian or the skin of the Native American, but it was about power. It was about influence. It was about economics. All of these other things when it comes to the crude jokes and slurs, that's a byproduct of what we're talking about, okay? Those are methods or tactics for control. Look, the enslaved people were assets. Now, I have no doubt in my mind that if the Asian man or any other man or woman would have made an ideal slave or worker, they would have done the same thing. So it's not necessarily about the skin color, but it is about the asset and what you can produce for the slave master. Make no mistake about it, the slave trade helped build, I'm not going to say help, it actually built America and funded generational wealth in this country. So it is about assets. The enslaved people were assets to the slave masters, and they contributed almost wholly to the gross domestic product at that time in America. And it built and funded industries. Now fast forward to the immigration policies. Why are politicians, especially the GOP, so hot and heavy and so motivated to limit who comes into this country and where they come from? So if you look right now, across the world, the white population is dwindling, to be honest with you. The Black and brown population is expanding at an exponential rate. Now, you may say, well, that's just theory. No, go and look it up. The numbers are there. The data is there. That impacts politics, people, because when you have a population or demographics that shifts in a direction that is not in your favor, well, then you develop a power structure in the political realm, and that is going to impact policy. That's going to impact how we conduct business in this country, if you will. And certain demographics may fall out of favor, or they may feel as though they may not necessarily have the upper hand that they've had in previous years or decades. And that is absolutely true. But that's not a bad thing, because this should be a country for all people, right? Now, as I have seen in my years of living here on this earth, whenever Black and brown people are in power, we generally tend to be for all people, not just for Black people, not just for brown people, but everyone benefits. So let's just look back at the HBCUs. So HBCUs were formed because Black people at the time were not allowed to attend predominantly white institutions, or at the time all white institutions. They were segregated. But when we formed those HBCUs, we never ever excluded other ethnics or ethnicities from attending HBCUs. We accepted all people. when Black people were elected to offices, we never created policies that alienated or discriminated against people who were not Black or brown. It's just not something that has happened, okay? So if you look at the data tells you that. And I dare you to look at anything, any policy that has been passed by a Black governor, Black mayor, a judge. We generally tend to be fair and even-handed because we understand what it is like to be treated unjustly and to be discriminated and oppressed. So it's just not there. But for some reason, you have some people who just happen to be white really fear that if the demographics shift out of their favor, that we're going to exact some sort of revenge. So when people tell me it's not about race, I have to rebut them on that and say, look, it always has been about race and it continues to be. And when someone tells me, hey, it's not about race, I become automatically suspicious of them because they know better. Those comments are made out of fear. Fear that someone is going to do to them what they have done to us. But anyway, just look at the numbers, folks. Look at the immigration policy. It's all about race. Who are they sending back? They're sending back Haitians. They're sending back people of color to their countries. I have seen, and you correct me if I'm wrong, I have seen no reports of people sending back Europeans or sending, Canadians back. I have not seen it. As a matter of fact, there have been efforts to bring in people from white European countries or bring in white people from South Africa. We have seen that. There has been a concerted effort. Now, some may say that I'm racist because I'm actually bringing attention to this. And, this is a trend that I'm seeing here in the last, 8 years or so. Whenever you point out a situation or circumstance that is tinged with racism, the tactic now is to say that you're racist. And every policy that was established to create equality and do away with discrimination, they're now attacking those very same things as being racist. Boy, that's pretty rich. So, but anyway, I just challenge everyone to think twice about it. I want you to be educated consumers of what you hear, what you receive, and what you read. Know the facts, know the context of what is being said or what is being reported. There is a much deeper meaning to everything you see. Don't just stop at the surface. When we look at the Voting Rights Act that is under attack, when we look at birthright citizenship, which is the 14th Amendment, what is the true motive for trying to water down or strip these amendments? What are we really trying to do? It's much deeper than that, folks. And I'm going to end like I began. It's always and always has been about race. All right, you all take care. Be blessed, man. Be encouraged and know that God is still on the throne. We got this. Y'all have a good one. All right, I'm going to press the button and get out of here.